not sure this whole Twitter thing is not working. Oh, geez, really? Well, I set it up. It's not working. Yep. It's not kicking in. So anyway, I'm trying to get it to work, but I did all their stuff that they said. Yeah, they don't make life easy, that's for sure. Let's see here. Put the hearts on. Yeah, schedule. Start later. Start immediately. What a joke. Rumble works. And Twitter doesn't, or whatever they're calling it now. It's kind of hard to start it now. I mean, I'm already going now. I guess I should just start immediately next time. I don't know if they have to go by the time that I set it at. That might be why it's not working. What a joke, though. Well, there went that idea. It's kind of late right now to start anything. God, man, always making life so difficult, more than it has to be. It's just nice to have something. I just went down a subscriber rate. Just so tired of this whole thing. Just now I'm under 10,000, like it matters. Like anything matters here. So yeah, the political propaganda machines on, whatever. The whole thing is just a big joke. Just like probably Biden probably will step down. I don't think he can win if he steps down because the Democrats can't win. So it's almost like it's a controlled demo. It's like it's all obviously programmed. And we have some, I felt this earlier, we had some 2008 energies. I think I said this on here a while back. Doesn't mean it's going to copy it, but the economy is not so great. So we have a version of it. So yeah, it's of course you have a while to November. Who knows what they're going to do between now and then. I'm not going to go into it. Yeah. But it does feel very scripted. The political thing feels so freaking scripted. It's just like a TV show. It's like, old man, that the zombie people, I guess the media's starting to figure that out, or just, I think they've seen it, just not saying it. So the zombie there that's dying out. So, which feels also very, part of the system. If they keep him in there as a corpse, who knows? It's not feel like it's likely, but who knows? I mean, it's like an end game for that. But either way, Trump's not the end of this. And of course, some spiritual teachers out there that have been MK Ultra to death. That's like Trump is the Messiah, which is very religious of them to say that. So we're seeing the alien religions kick in the gear. It's so freaking gross. Even one of the so-called spiritual pastors, that's an alien religious figure. I just share this. Yeah, he has like a counterpart partner, and I feel like she's scared of him. But whatever. Yeah, once you walk into that door, it's like, how are you gonna get yourself out? Well, whatever works for you. Yeah, just like this regular church pastors, the spiritual community has its own. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, the convention on it, and you go to the conference because I feel like I'm going to get attacked by somebody. Not everybody, but just certain individuals. I don't know who they are, but I got attacked at one I went to last time a while back. But that was like a kitten version of it, or it still was a spiritual princess energy that didn't care much for me. So yeah, that came out of the blue. But this one feels, there's a lot more higher profile people at this other conference. It just isn't, like I said, it's not every. It's just like a couple. I don't know who they are either. I have no idea, but those already have their agendas. Yeah. So anyway, because they can attack you and all that, attack you energetically and all that, and say you're not this, you're not that, and just all their nonsense comes out at you. So yeah. I don't think I can do anything. The Twitter thing, I think that's a big bust. What are they doing, man? I guess I can't do that. Oh well, I have to test it, I guess. I mean, I did all the stuff that you would normally do, but I guess this thing is just not working that great. I guess I think I'm getting more attention on here ever since I joined. They give you more. It's funny. They let you become more known. Yeah, yeah. I haven't gained followers there in ages. To delete it because it's not working. I'm getting followers there, which that never happened before. Like I get a couple here and there. Eureka! Now people can see me on there. It's another joke, basically. Anyway, obviously, the political thing. What just happened right before the RNC, and he's got a bandage on him, and it's just all propaganda. And whatever they're setting us up for next, whatever. I mean, we'll survive. I mean, whatever. Just as people easily get triggered here. Anyways, spiritual outcast energies, and this kind of goes into the secret space program. Now that's another religion. You said it's separate. Well, I think it's separate. There's different alien religion. You have some of the gurus of like they know everything about all the alien groups and all that, and yada yada yada. And it's talking to this hypnotic manipulation, and they smile like a Sunday school teacher, and manipulate the hell out of the weak ones, which is a lot of them apparently. And then you have the secret space program religion that is just it's going after people's vulnerabilities, past lives, things like that, by cooking into them and just manipulating the shit out of people. Yeah, no solutions whatsoever. It's just another, you have your church preachers basically. They're just, instead of healing it and moving on, they're just pro on making it worse. So taking traumas from other lifetimes and just, and it's just like propaganda basically. Whatever. I mean, especially when you can't find a direction in life, or you find that, or you're going through some kind of victim stage or something like that. There's traumas from other lifetimes that you can. I mean, not to say some individuals are not going through some stuff, and they are, but not everybody. And it kind of tricks the mind to make you think this and that, and you got to think better to do. So, like you're some kind of super soldier or super legion person or whatever. I mean, maybe that's true. Who knows? Does it matter now? Not really. You are in this reality, if it matters. The idea is to get you through this reality, but if you're living somewhere else, I don't know. Some just can't accept this reality for whatever reason. I don't know. It's messed up. Yeah, it's getting old. And the spiritual gurus are just telling everybody what they want to hear. It just goes on and on and on and on. And it gets old. Someone's had a comment private sessions, a scheduler, maybe. We have shop here. And oops. We don't have Twitter. I don't know if I'll try it tonight just to see if it even works. Jeez, joke. The secret space program stuff. I don't know. It's just like you're just using those words. I don't know. It's called a program for a reason. I do see some of these podcasters do exploit it a lot. They know they can cash in on it, so they do it. I can feel when they do it. Oh, anyway, whatever. It all comes back to you in the long run. So that's why we rely on other people's energies and all that, because they can't connect so much anymore, or whatever they're connected to. Yeah. Anyway, doesn't matter. So, all right, going to the spiritual outcasts energies, and it's basically just becoming more independently thinking, not caring what other people think. Yeah, the grass is not greener over here. Yeah, there's no religious church here, as far as that, or alien church that I'm aware of. Yeah, it's messed up out there. So, okay, all right. So, yeah, it's complicated. The astral is complicated. Demonic realms here are complicated, obviously, because they're just doing. I mean, so many people feel like they can figure themselves out of this, or get them. These things here are very tricky. I mean, the alien religions that are out there right now, it's just it's freaking insane how big those groups are. So yeah, it's all, they're not, humanity's not ready to come back into its power now when that's going on. I mean, you can still come back into your power, just don't rely on everybody else. Just let them destroy themselves. And so many people here are so eagerly to destroy themselves, like a walking black hole. Some are, and this seems to be the popular trend, is just to come here and destroy yourself and find a partnership. We can do it. We're not doing it alone. Yeah. Self-love is very difficult here. Yeah, some of the souls that come here that have a lot of self-love energy issues. Partly, some of this don't want to try. They don't want to, work out their life, and they're just not willing to evolve. They might have some. They might have spiritual abilities, but it's all darkness. And they're just not ready to, balance that out. So like their soul gets sucked into, like they're kind of selling out to some of them are. Whether you get like some of these spiritual alien pastors that are out there right now. Well, one's been MK Ultra so many times. I mean, whoever is there, or yeah, he's so dead inside. The eyes are just dead. But probably nobody's noticing it. At least not in that group. That's a pretty big group. So anyway, not my problem. So anyway, spiritual outcast frequencies to tap into from astral, and then or some just do that neutral connection from there. And secret space program propaganda. I'm not going to go too deep into that one, but yeah, the experts that are out there, right? A lot of them had to say, "Oh, we can prove it." Okay, whatever. Well, we can make sure your story checks out. Okay, whatever. What the hell is that? How do you know? Right. Sure. I guess these are the type of people that are sitting there telling everyone Jesus is coming back. But obviously that hasn't happened, so they're just gotta find something else. So anyway, all right, we're going to spiritual outcast energies and our spiritual journey energies, and so on. All right, blessings. Greens energies from astral. Yes, a neutral connection for your past. Yes, not to worry what others think. That you've probably heard that before. But to doesn't mean you have to say what's on your mind, because you know how that goes. Because it can easily trigger others. Of course, here on this, that's the friends you're not in front of them. If you're saying, you can easily trigger family members or friends. Usually it's family members. A lot of family members are set to a certain mindset, and you start talking about It depends on what you're talking about, but if you go against their belief systems, yeah, they're not used to. Yeah, it's like you're just almost. They almost feel like they're being attacked. Let's put it that way. Like they react, not that they're trying to react, but they're just like you're breaking through their field, and you don't have to do that. Sometimes you do what you got to do, but yeah, it's a complicated situation here. But for yes, just speak your truth. Yes, isn't what it's cracked up to be, as you can see. But it's also helping you see the agendas that are here, which are many. And it's tricks or energy some of these souls have given themselves up to keep. Well, some of these spiritual gurus or whatever you want to call them are they want to feel like they're right all the time and they haven't quite allowed more of their light to come through or to especially if they have a large following, but they can also follow you to the wrong direction, but they don't care. But it's a test on society and a test on themselves as they're wanting to free themselves of those timelines. So yes, it's a government propaganda, but you don't need a government propaganda to or influence to if you can tap into their government energies and be manipulated through it, you can bring it into your own field basically, which many do. Well, just to keep it exciting too, to oh, I know all these shadow government people and so on, and it just makes it exciting to some level. But yeah, so you can also tap into things, you know, through your intuition, of course, but it can be tainted at the same time. uh, but on your current path, just believe, yeah, believe what you want to, but the idea is for you to. It's really what do you want out of this life, really? What is it? Yes, some are materialistic and financial, but have you found your identity? Is there any? Do you think you have, or is there not one there? Or because really, just the world is like a sandbox. You make it as you want it, and yes, you might not have all the tools that you want, but what is given to you? Yeah, you might be given a crayon, and go make your masterpiece with that. There's a wall, there's a crayon, and have fun with that. That's all you got. So it's like can you work with less? And that's a big deal. And if you do it, it says a lot. So do you need all these fancy tools and all that? Not necessarily. Like the universe is as wicked as it is. Doesn't mean it's not. It has its good and also obviously you're experiencing its darkness. As you can see here in the physical. It's always going to be there. I mean, yes, things do clear. This universe will find its end eventually when you no longer need it, just like anything else in life. You no longer need your bed. You no longer need your house. You don't need this. You don't need that. Things do. Not everything lasts forever. This universe is going to be around as long as it needs to be. You don't have to worry about that. And there's a lot more to explore here too, like an opposite version of your world. A world that's figured out all its problems, sort of, but it doesn't mean they always have an identity, or they're just not that interested. Like there's worlds like yours that are, or more advanced worlds, but they have no personality. Their idea of fun is Pictionary, if you know what that game is, or is vanilla. So yes, this world is maybe not the most exciting, but it does have some characteristics. It is a character building world. You build personality here. Some of you do. Some of you have lost your personality because you're so tired of everything, you just don't care anymore. Yeah, it's hard to face some of you, as you can see. You get so burned out. There's so many souls who are willing to give away themselves, just to sell themselves out, to just they're not willing to give others a chance. They just rather just look at the dark side and just they might put on a nice persona on you know you can say a Ken and Barbie persona. Hey, how's it going? All that, but really in the hindsight, just a bunch of darkness there. And it's like yeah, it might be this person on the surface, but then a wicked witch or demonic being on, behind the scenes, and so that's so common here. Do what you must, but that's you got to do what you have to do. But your own path here is basically just discovering who you are, basically. But like I say, you're given certain tools, and what can you do with it? And sometimes you're given the most lousy tool. Like the internet is not, it's not as pristine as it could be. It's like you might be given some tools to work. I was like, you know what? None of this is working. And that's okay too. It's just it's what this world has to offer. So there is that, depending on what you're trying to build. But on a spiritual level, it's up to you, but you can let go of all these agendas and can just connect to yourself. And yes, and what you're connected to can be very different than everyone else. Doesn't mean you're most popular. Do you have to be popular? Some are, yes, narcissists. And you can see that. And prima donna frequencies, yes. Why? Oh, they feel like they're making a difference. But yes, you might be remembered in history, but maybe for all the wrong reasons. Some want to be known. I want to be known throughout history, but do you really want to? Do you really want that out there? So, but yeah, a lot of times it's better just not to be really remembered by history. Maybe remembered by a couple of people. That's fine, as long as if you're being authentic, it helps. If you want to be remembered here by how many that absolutely hate you, and they could be right. And honestly, maybe that's how it's cracked up to be. And you might not be able to handle your truth or their truth about yourself. So you can have whatever truth you want for yourself. But as for being outcast frequency, yes, it's not easy because you're breaking out of the matrix of others, their belief systems, as they're trying to control. Well, they found something that works to help them manifest, but it doesn't mean it's here to benefit anybody but themselves. Greetings to the Palladians. We're just here for a short time. As for your secret space program agendas, we realize many have created belief systems that they are religiously holding on to and having difficulty to release. And yes, it can bring you friends, followers, and a lot of misguidance. But not, sometimes you have to go the wrong way to find the right way. But yes, you can go the wrong way your whole life until you finally break out. Especially when you're on sometimes you have to go to your deathbed and start seeing maybe some of these things I'm tapping into maybe aren't maybe a figment of my imagination. There is truth to that. And then those of you that are going through traumas there realize there are individuals here trying to make a buck that are actually inflaming it, making it worse. And they don't want to hear that because that's their identity. Their identity is to take traumas from other incarnations to profit off of it. And it's working. And it's control. How many souls can they control? And it's working for now. And that's that's once that's been opened up, it's hard to close it now. Just like any other related to belief system. And there's a cult-like frequency, and yes, some are very devoted, and yes, not the most positive frequency. They feel like they're right. It's like a lot of these souls that are holding on to this type of information don't even have an identity. Some do, sort of, but they might not like the identity that they find, or not willing. Not the self-love situation is difficult there. So, yeah, I think we better go, actually. Blessings.